Hey friend, Tina Fike here. I am the Coreblades chick, and for today's Strength A follow along workout, all you need is a pair of core blades. You can of course also use a pair of t-shirts or hand towels. Go back and watch the intro video if you are unsure how to do that. You're gonna get the most bang for your buck out of these steel blades. So if you would like to get yourself a pair, just comment below core blades and I will make sure to hook you up and send you to the right place to make that happen. Otherwise, grab your hand towels, grab your t-shirts, and you will be good to go. You're still gonna get a lot of benefit out of this powerful session. And if you wanna get involved in my private community where I deliver and schedule, do at your own pace, fix your body, live your life workouts every single month and provide some one-on-one coaching, you get in my private community. So many ways to be held accountable and to get more coaching benefit from me directly for less than 60 bucks a month. Comment below, coach me, and I can hook you up there. And please keep in mind that yes, I am pregnant. The first 5 or 6 programs that are coming out on this channel, I am going to be pregnant. I have pre-recorded them all. So I'm going to look about this size for the next couple of programs. Every movement I have chosen feels completely safe for me. I have clearance from my doctor. However, this program is not being marketed to pregnant women. That doesn't mean it is not safe. That is just not how I am marketing it. These programs are for any body, capital B-O-D-Y, that is trying to get fixed and get strong and just get back to living life, okay? So here we go. Start on the floor with some pelvic tilts. We're gonna try to get some more mobility in your pelvis. We're gonna lay on the floor. And from this position, what I wanna do is first, we're gonna take a good breath in, okay? We're gonna breathe in, and I want you to think about expanding. Our lungs are up here, okay, in the upper part of our ribs. And so we wanna really fill our lungs, expand through our ribs, through our back, and breathe deep down all the way through the pelvis and to our heels on the other side of us, okay? So breathe in, expand, and then exhale, draw the ribs down. And imagine you have a balloon here at your mouth that you're inflating as you exhale. And it can help to actually get a balloon, put it here, and play with that breath with a balloon to make sure you're exhaling strongly enough. I highly recommend that, okay? You can practice that daily on your own. So now while we breathe, we're gonna work on some anterior posterior pelvic tilts. So I just kind of arch a little bit in my low back to get that anterior tilt just a little. I don't want you to do so much that you're up on your shoulders. I want the upper part of your back to be on the floor. But inhale, anterior tilt, exhale, little posterior tilt, tuck the butt. We're gonna do about 10. And if you ever want more time to play with that, just press play and take some more time. So now we're gonna use the wall, and I want you to put your feet against the wall. And we're gonna get into a side lying position. And from here, we're gonna do a scissor. So we're gonna mobilize our pelvis in a different way. And all I want you to do is to push that top knee forward in front of your bottom knee and then pull it back, okay? So I'm going straight forward and pulling it straight back. I'm really isolating this top hip and pelvis. So push forward and back. So that joint is just sliding like this. Okay, I'm just sliding it. And do about 8 to 10 double count on each side. And then I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Straight forward, straight back. Trying hard to stay stable through the mid and upper back. Super. All right, and then the last movement I'm gonna do in my warm-up, I'm gonna put my feet on the wall. You can also just put your heels up on a chair if you want, or a bench, or if you just don't have a wall, and drive your heels straight down into that bench, okay? But for here, I'm gonna have my feet on the wall. I'm gonna slide down the wall, or the back of a door works too. I'm gonna go into a posterior tilt of my pelvis, and from here, I'm gonna come up into a bridge. And I'm just gonna hold and breathe. So I'm drawing down that wall, and you're gonna feel those hamstrings turned on, okay? And I'm in a posterior tilt to the pelvis to further just accentuate the activation of those glutes. And something else you can do too, to really connect with your core in that, is you can put a block between your legs like so, posterior tilt, drawing your feet down the wall, and that just helps turn on your adductors, which connect to your lower core. Toes are relaxed, and I'm just gonna hold. Just trying to activate that posterior chain and really connect with the pelvic floor. A few more seconds. Two, and one. Awesome. All right, we're gonna go into our first set. First exercise in this set is going to be a bear dog, okay? So for this exercise, I'm gonna get into a quadruped position, and I want you to think long through the back of your head and your neck. My feet are against the wall or the back of a door. I'm gonna push into the floor. I'm gonna take a deep inhale through my nose, pushing away from the floor, really expand through the back and through the ribs. Draw that breath deep down through to the wall behind you. Exhale, draw the ribs down. Forceful exhale, nice and long. Now as I inhale, I'm gonna go into a down dog with my knees bent. So as I inhale, push away from the floor and into that bent knee down dog. This is a fantastic exercise for anyone who struggles with neck pain. That is something that I have struggled with chronically through much of my adult life, and this exercise has been key in helping me overcome that. So again, I inhale, go into my bent knee down dog, and as I exhale, go back to bear. If you need to, drop your knees to the floor in between and work your way up to staying in that bear position. It's okay. It takes time to develop that core strength. So I'm here, breathe in, push away from the floor, really pushing into your thumb and your index finger and the arch of your hand. Exhale to bear. Anywhere from 6 to 8 to 10. Make sure you're not shoving your chest to your knees. Think about pushing away from the floor through your hands so that we're getting length. I want you to focus on getting length here through the lats and through the shoulder, because it isn't until we can really develop length through our muscles that we can contract and build functional size in our muscles, okay? Very powerful, and that will also help with your joint strength. Or sorry, inhale here. One more. All right, now we're gonna come up, we're gonna move to our next exercise. So now we're gonna come up into our slouchy lunge or slouchy squat and split squat. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you two variations here, because if you're just getting started, for some people, just stabilizing on this, over this front hip is enough. So I'm gonna show you both variations. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna try to stabilize on this front foot. Find your good tripod behind the big toe, behind the little toe, just behind, so that meaty part of your foot, okay, the ball of your foot, and the middle part of the heel. I'm gonna relax my toes, find that good tripod, balance for just a second, And then I'm gonna put this rear foot down like a kickstand. I don't have a lot of weight on it. It's there for support. Now, once I get into this position, make sure my feet aren't like stacked in a line, because then you're gonna struggle to stabilize. They're about hip width apart in this kickstand position. So I've got that mid-foot stance balance, and I'm gonna rotate this hip from 12 o'clock, pointing straight ahead, to 1 o'clock. So it's a slight rotation. So here, 12 o'clock, rotate to 1 o'clock. And for a lot of people, just holding here is enough. And you can just hold here while I go through these slouchy lunges, okay? Otherwise, if you want to take that next step, I'm rotated 1 o'clock. I'm going to go slouchy. In this slouchy position, I relax my toes, and you should feel a big stretch through this front glute, okay? And I want to try to keep that stretch all the way through. And I'm going to do 8 reps. I'm going to come down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, pressing through this foot. Down, 2, 3, relax through my neck, stretch through that glute, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. If you need to be done at 5 or 6 reps, be done at 5 or 6 reps. Meet yourself where you're at. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Okay? Terrible at counting. I think that was about 8. So I'm going to go to my other side. Again, find your mid-stance balance. Okay, I'm going to find that mid-stance balance. Put down my kickstand, tripod of pressure. Rotate this hip from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. You can either just hold here. If this feels really challenging, just stay here and hold while we go through our slouchy lunges. And you can always progress to the slouchy lunges as you're ready, okay? Otherwise, I'm gonna go slouchy. Big stretch here through this glute. We have to get length through that glute. And I'm gonna go down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Relax the toes. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Stay long and down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2. I lost count. I'm going to do one more. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Okay, nicely done. And then we're going to move into a squat. So for this, I really like using a yoga block for this exercise. Where's my yoga block? Here we go. So I'm going to grab my yoga block, and I'm going to place it between my legs. You'll see it's in this wide position. You can do this either with a suspension trainer. Sometimes people will put a band up nice and high. You can also do this with the handles on either side of a door. I'll show you off of my squat rack here. You can grab onto the handles on either side of your door like this and do the same thing. All right. So if I'm using my suspension trainer or my band, okay, I'll show you with my band. I'm going to grab, and I'm going to try to stay vertically stacked between my ribs and my pelvis. I take a deep breath in as I come down, find my tripod, and I'm trying to stay really stacked between my ribs and my pelvis. Okay. If I'm using my suspension trainer, it's my favorite way to do this. I'm going to do about 8. Really focusing on expanding through my ribs, through my back, all drawing that breath all the way down through to the floor beneath me as I go down. Forceful exhale, like I'm inflating a balloon coming up, drawing my ribs down with each rep. And I did about 8, but you pick the rep scheme that worked for you best. Anywhere from 6 to 10 is ideal. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go into round 2, back to our bear dog. In my bear dog, feet are on the wall, push away from the floor, inhale into down dog. Get length through the lats and the shoulders. Exhale back to bear or all the way to the floor, quadruped. Try not to rush through this. I want you to inhale, hold for a second, and then you exhale. Rushing through does not help you. Super, anywhere from 6 to 8 to 10, friend. You get to choose your adventure here and progress it over time. Awesome. Press pause if you need more time. Otherwise, let's go into that next exercise. Round 2, we're gonna come into our slouchy lunge or iso stance hold. So I'm gonna find my mid-foot balance, relax the toes, place down my kickstand, rotate that hip from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And either I'm just gonna hold in this single leg iso stance, or I'm going slouchy and I'm going to come down. Here we go. Anywhere from 5 to 10 reps, okay? You pick what works for you. Choose your own adventure. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Long through this front glute. 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Relax the toes. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. I did 8. Feel free to go to 10. And I'm gonna go to my other side. Find my mid stance balance. Place down my kickstand foot. Rotate this hip from 12 to 1 so I can really load this hip and either hold isometric stance or we're gonna go slouchy. Here we go, friend. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Down, 2, stay long, long, long. Down, 2, 3. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Relax the toes and down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Relax the head and neck down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. 2 more down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Super. And we're gonna go to our squat, either suspension trainer, high band, or use the handles on either side of an open door, okay? Block between my knees. I'm gonna grab my suspension trainer or either side of a band that's up nice and high. Inhale as we come down, staying stacked, ribs and pelvis. In, expand through the back, expand through the ribs. Anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. Little posterior tuck of the pelvis can be useful too. And this block is not mandatory, just use it if it feels good and helps you connect with that core. Super. And if you need more time, press pause And as you progress, if you want to add a third round of that sequence, do it by all means. Otherwise, we're going to grab core blades and we're going to move into our next set. For this core blade set, I'm going to grab my size 1 steel blades. You, of course, can also do this with hand towels or t-shirts. We're going to be going between 2 exercises, throwdowns and runners, 2 of my favorite foundational exercises with core blades. And just pay attention to the form. Powerful stuff. We're going to dive right in. If you want to get yourself a pair of these steel blades, check out the description below or comment below core blades and we'll get you hooked up. Throwdowns. Thumbs up. We're going to go for 15 to 20 reps. I'm going to start in this slightly seated position so I can push that energy from the ground up through my hips and my core and then finish it through my arms and catch it here at the top. Okay, this is my start position. I'm in a triple extension. We want to make sure that the glutes and the core stay really active here so I'm not overextending into my low back in this triple extended position. Okay, and you can come up onto the balls of your feet as you feel comfortable and you feel like you have that balance. But from here, my triceps are loaded and I'm going to coil and I'm going to throw down into my legs, making sure that my arms extend back behind me. All right, and I breathe in, have a nice stack between my ribs and my pelvis in this lower position. Then I'm going to travel back up to the top and throw down into the legs. Load the triceps and the core into the legs. It's kind of like I'm doing a crunch on the way down. And I'm feeling that length through my triceps, a little bit in my pecs, but staying engaged through my core and my glutes at the top here. Again, going for 16 to 20. I'm terrible at counting and coaching. I think that's 7. If you're doing t-shirts or hand towels, of course, you can go faster because you don't have the resistance and the load. But if you've got the blades here, take this pause here at the top so you can kind of coil, set up, and crunch from your core for that throwdown. Okay, movement number 2, runners. They look like this. Now, with runners, we have a little bit of nuance here. My feet are slightly wider, and it's really important that we get a lot of thoracic rotation here. You'll note when I'm in this position, my arm is crossing slightly in front of my body, kind of like I'm looking at my elbow or my bicep as this arm crosses in front. The other arm is extended behind, so I'm getting a lengthened position through my lat on this side and then through my chest on this side. And you'll note too, my knuckles are up, but at a bit of an angle. I'm like a 45-degree angle here with my blade as I cross in front. Really big, wide, reaching pattern. And I'm gonna go double count, anywhere from 8 to 16 reps, okay? Here we go. And I'm kind of pushing through the ground, through my feet. And I'm thinking soft, soft, because I want that energy to travel through my feet up to my hips and my core and kind of finish through my arms in this lengthened out position. Feeling that really nice stretch all the way through my back and my chest, alternating sides. Okay, you see all that beautiful cross that I get here in front? That's what I want. And with these blades, as you get the feel for this, you can push a decent amount of power through. But if you're doing t-shirts, hand towels, just go for a little speed and think really relaxed and reaching and flowing through that pattern, okay? Here we go. Round 2, we're gonna go right back into our throwdowns, okay? 16 to 20 reps. So I start down here, get stacked between my ribs and my pelvis, kind of push up into this loaded position, core and glutes active, crunch a little down into the legs and down, into the legs, into the legs, into the legs. Good breath in, into the legs. Good breath in, stack the ribs and the pelvis and throw from the core. You want to be careful not to overthrow from the shoulders. Okay, and I am at the top again. I'm loading those triceps, but I stay active through my core and my glutes so that that throw is still coming from my core. 3, 2, I'm a terrible counter, no idea what that was. And we're gonna go into runners. Take a second if you need it. Otherwise, here we go, 8 to 16 double count. Getting this nice cross. My knees are just kind of soft. Getting a nice stretch. Lat and chest, lat and chest. We have other variations where we'll be a little choppier, but for right now, I want you to get that flow and that reach as we're just diving into some of these movements. Important. And you can absolutely push some power, power, power. And we'll just increase that over time as you continue to progress through these movements. 3, 2, that should be it. And kind of shake it out. And we've got one more round to go, my friend. Here we go. Throw downs. I like to start down here so I can get stacked between my ribs and my pelvis. Good breath in. Come up to the top. Exhale, draw the ribs down and back. Take one more good inhale. And crunch into the legs. Breathe in here, into the legs. I coil, I throw from the core. I coil, I throw from the core. Coil, load the triceps. Keeping the glutes and core nice and active. Super. Making sure at the bottom those arms really extend back. And runners, 8 to 16, double count, and we're gonna move on to your last strength set. Whew. Keep breathing and think length, length, length. Energy from the floor. Awesome. Nicely done, my friend. Let's move on. I absolutely love this exercise. Really powerful exercise to develop your feet, your core, and your posterior chain. So many great things happening at once. We're gonna get on the floor and we're going to elevate our feet up on the wall. And I want you to get a little bit wider than a 90-degree angle here in your legs. So a little behind that 90-degree. From this position, we're going to tuck the pelvis. Feet are drawing down the wall. I'm gonna go into a 6-inch small bridge. From this position, I'm gonna lift one of my legs off the wall to about a 90-degree. Okay, from here, I'm actually going to go into a calf raise. I'm gonna keep this posterior tilt of the pelvis, and I'm going to squeeze, come up onto the ball of this foot, toes are relaxed, and I'm gonna squeeze this calf like crazy. Staying in this bridge, and then I'm gonna press my heel into the wall. Squeeze the calf like crazy, and then press the heel into the wall. Go slow, don't do this. You're not gonna get anything out of that. Squeeze squeeze this calf like crazy, press the heel into the wall. So you're gonna go from calf and hamstring focus to, as you press into the wall, more glute. And give me anywhere from 6 to 12 per side. Good. And then once you hit your rep goal, come down if you need a second. We're gonna go to the other side. So now I'm gonna lift this other leg up. Okay, posterior tilt, I'm gonna come up onto the ball of this foot that's on the wall, squeeze that calf like crazy, and then press the heel into the wall. Squeeze the calf, press the heel. 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 Squeeze the calf. Super. I did 8. Feel free to do a few more. Okay, feel your body out. You can always increase your reps over time. I'm gonna take a few seconds, shake it out, and I'm gonna do one more round of that. Okay, so pause if you need more rest time. Posterior tuck of the pelvis, a little behind 90 degrees, a little wider than 90 degrees rather. Posterior tuck, little bridge here. I'm gonna take the one foot off the wall. Now, if I take my left foot off the wall, I like to put a tactile cue on that left side so this left hip doesn't drop. Like I'll just put my fingers on that glute a little bit. All right, here we go. Squeeze the calf, relax the toes, press the heel. Squeeze the calf, press the heel, but still keep the ball of that foot on the wall. Squeeze the calf, press the heel. I don't want to do this and lift my toes completely off the wall. Squeeze the calf, press the heel. Squeeze the calf, woo, press the heel, feel that burn. Squeeze the calf, press the heel, keep the posterior tuck, squeeze the calf, press the heel, squeeze the calf, press the heel. Awesome, come down if you need to. And we're gonna do the other side. Posterior tuck, up into bridge, lift that leg up, squeeze the calf, press the heel. Squeeze the calf, press the heel. Whew. Super. Squeeze the calf, press the heel. Squeeze the calf, press the heel. Super. All right. Now we're going to finish with just a little breathing to down-regulate your nervous system. Always a great way to end any training session. I want you to grab a yoga block. We're gonna place it just under your tailbone. And from here, I want you to pull your knees in. You can hold here, you can have your hands here, whatever feels good. And all I want you to do, because this naturally is gonna push us into more of a posterior tilt. And all I want you to do is breathe. So I want you to breathe in and think about really expanding through your back, and then exhale, really slow. Exhale, draw your ribs down, and just give me 8 to 10 good breaths like that. Super. So thanks for joining me, friend. I hope you enjoyed that workout just as much as I enjoyed teaching it. And just make sure, if you want to get yourself a pair of core blades, comment below core blades. If you want to get involved in my private community and my app that will deliver scheduled, at your own pace, fix your body, live your life workouts every single month, well, comment below, coach me, and I'll hook you up there. Till next time, keep press and play and keep moving forward, friend. Talk to you soon.